All right, there we go. Aha! This one worked. Sorry about that, guys. If you tuned into that first one, I don't know if it made it out to everybody. But it was being a little bit of a pain in the butt. So, sorry about that. Get that set up. How's everybody doing tonight? Anybody in the Midwest get hit by some crazy, ridiculous snow this week? I know I did. What's up, Gary? How you doing, sir? I know Gary had to drive home. Let's get cracking. What's going on, Joel? How you doing tonight, my friend? 15 in. How's everybody doing? Sorry about the delay, but my connection was being weird. So this one's working, though. That's all that matters. The last one I tried starting did not work. 22, how's everybody doing tonight? Yes, finally, technical difficulties. My apologies. I started one and it said it was live, but nobody was coming in, so I was like, okay. Yeah, we got like 8 inches here. It was kind of crazy. We got a lot of snow. We haven't had that much snow in like 2 or 3 years. So it was pretty crazy, but it was cool. We had a lot of fun. So, this post that I sent out again, I had some photos on it, but it did not work. I don't know if anybody saw last week, but last week on Friday, I did my 4 hours to get home. Yeah, woo! It was crazy. He was at my house for dinner that day and then drove home in that insanity. Yeah, 8 inches of snow was falling, and I was outside cooking about 15 pounds of wings on the grill. Yes, just in time. It took a little bit longer to get going tonight. It was having some problems getting started. What's going on, Donnie? My man. Hey, you know what? Honestly, most of the time they're lying. Most of the time they are. They're never accurate. It's always less snow than they predict. What's going on, Brandon? Howdy to you as well. Who was lying? Oh, snap. He's here. All right, guys, so on Friday, I did my very first polishing stream. It was a longer stream than anticipated, but I did these 2 thunder eggs, which I shared a picture of. John, welcome to the stream, my friend. Look at that. Look at the shine on those. There's still some scratches on them. It's a little hard to see, but there's some really small scratches that when you're looking at pretty close, you can see. So I'm going to buy an additional lapidary pad for my polishing machine. Yes, just in time, Justin. So these are, like I said, these are the 2 thunder eggs that I polished up. And then I did a little slab of pudding stone. So this was the side that's not polished, and this is how it polished up. So polished up really nice. I'm really enjoying. It's going good, John. Going good, my friend. Hi, Diane. How you doing tonight? And Mike, welcome to the stream, my friend. And then this was my favorite one. This one was a geode I cracked this episode, actually. Before I do that. So this is the other half of the geode that I polished up. So that's one half. And then this was the half that I polished. What's up, Gabby? Gabby in the house. So big difference, as you can see. But yeah, that's 2 halves of the same geode right there. But yeah, I really enjoy the polisher. And I'll show you guys at the end. But right in here, there's some really cool... Well, I'm glad you're here. And I don't know if you saw, my YouTube is up and running. And I'm getting all my old streams up on there. So it'll be much easier to find my previous streams of cracking open geodes. Instead of having to scroll through everything on the page. Or everything on my page, because I'm pretty active on it. So over on my YouTube channel, all of those are up there. I'm stuck now. I've got one that I've got to do some editing on because it was the first stream that had ended up getting split up. So I've got to edit that, put those 2 halves together, and then I'll get that up on YouTube. But I'll be doing that tonight. What's up, Amanda? How you doing? But yeah, so this was my favorite that I polished up on Friday night. So this Thursday or Friday, I'm going to be doing my second stream of polishing. I'm going to be doing it a little bit different, going a bit of a faster pace, and it's not going to be as late. So I know last time it was Friday night, so this week I'm planning to do Thursday, so everybody's not out busy. Yes, share so everybody can see. But yeah, so Thursdays are going to be my streams for polishing, and then Mondays are going to be for cracking open geodes. I know lately it's been Tuesdays, but next week it's going to be switching, so it's going to be a solid schedule. Every Monday will be the cracking video. Every Thursday will be polishing. And then that night or that next morning, I'm going to have the rebroadcast of that show up on YouTube on my channel. And it'll be available in the Facebook group too, but like I said, it can be a little bit tricky to find things in there. Oh man, tell me I didn't. Oh. I think I forgot. Yeah, my safety glasses are inside from when I was doing my polishing video. That's okay. I got my backups. Backups of my shades. So, we'll get started with it. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Tyler. I crack open geodes. I go to southern Indiana and I collect a lot of geodes. That's what you see all around me. But yeah, every week I do a live stream of cracking open geodes. Some weeks it's 2 episodes. One crazy week, I think we had 3. But I do this every week, the beginning of the week, and I do live streams of polishing now. So check it out. This is the Paisley pick for tonight. Yes. It's a little hard to hear because my heaters, but Paisley picked the Rattler. And I didn't even think I had any more of these in my bins, but she came out and we picked one out real quick, and of course, like the second or third one she picked up, she shook it. Happy Groundhog's Day. It's my birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Oh, I'm so happy you tuned in on your birthday. But here we are, guys. We'll get on with the show. I don't know. This one looks geodized something, so we could have some pretty quartz in here, perhaps. But we shall see. Put that over there. I'm going to get this ready. I'm going to adjust the camera there in a second so you guys can see a bit better. My apologies. Oh, I guess that's not too bad. All right. What's the tool called to crack them? It's called a chain soil pipe cutter. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on Facebook Marketplace. I've heard is a pretty cheap route to find them. You can buy them new, but I do not recommend that because they're pretty expensive. But yeah, it's called a soil pipe cutter. This is the chain variety. There's a couple different variations of it. This is the one I prefer. But yeah, without further ado, geode number 1, and again, that's the Paisley pick. If you're not familiar, that is Paisley's my daughter. Last week she picked out a geode and actually ended up being really pretty. So now every week I'm going to have her pick one out, and it'll be the Paisley pick. Right. Oh. Okie dokie. It's my favorite. Can anybody remember what my favorite is? Botryoidal chalcedony. Check that out. Look at that. Look at the red. That red is definitely iron related, because you can see in here the actual chalcedony underneath it was probably like a baby blue or a gray. Yes, my daughter's name is Paisley. Yeah, she picked a good one. She's gonna like it. She loves the red. We don't have a whole lot of red botryoidals, so she actually just came out earlier this week and was looking at my shelves, and she's like, I want this red one. And I said, we don't have a whole lot of red, but okay. And she's like, that's fine. Yeah, nice pick. I think she'll be excited with it. Oh. That was really neat. We did not move all all the geodes I cracked from last week, so sorry about that. But yeah, she really did. She picked out a good one. Oh, what's up, Kara? I didn't even see you jump in. How you doing? Oh, I'm not going to put these on just yet. Put this around. Let's start with one of these bigger guys. Big chunky one. This one, it looks like an ammonite of some sort, or a coiled gastropod, perhaps. You can see it there, where it starts, comes out. This one's, I'm doing all right. We had a lot of fun with all this snow we got. We got like 8 or 9 inches, probably, at least. I don't know, it snowed for like a day and a half. Hasn't snowed like that for us here in a few years, too, at least. 2 or 3 years. So we had fun. If you guys saw, I shared a photo of the snowman that we made. And then I shared another photo because someone knocked it down. Either that or Mother Nature did. Something happened and Frosty fell. So my brother and my sister-in-law were out and we played in the snow, which all the adults, we hadn't really played like that intense in the snow since like high school. So it was a lot of fun to run around and act like a kid again. When we all went inside and had some hot chocolate. First time having hot chocolate with honey jack in it. Ooh, man. My brother Aaron's still watching. He was a bartender and he makes some pretty darn good drinks. I think we might lose this one. It might slide. Ooh, or maybe not. Oh, man, these sunglasses. It's too dark. I don't have much leverage on it. Oh, it's going to be a solid one. Ah! What a pain in the butt. Ugh. It's hard to tell what's in there. It's all full of... Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun. That sounds kind of crazy. But it's cool because you can see if this was a coiled something, which it definitely looks like, you can see there's definitely some chambers in there. You know, this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one. So that's really cool. Yeah, it definitely looks like, especially in this piece. Oh, this is awesome. Look at that. Right there. Look at the shape of that compared to the shape of that. And even the one down there. That definitely looks like... Oh, why can't I remember the stinking name of it? The markings that you see on ammonites. I can't think of the term. And even in here, you can see, I'm gonna have to try and polish this one up. Yeah, this one's gonna get cleaned up real good tonight. That's exciting. And I always turn around the camera at the end, guys, and show you guys, because this front-facing camera doesn't do quite as much as the rear-facing camera on this iPhone. To save myself, I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. That's why I kept losing, not having enough leverage, because it was as loose as it could go. So it's always good to start with a little bit of space there. Give yourself some wiggle room. We got this as a geodized something, probably a horn coral, maybe. But we're gonna crack it right down this way. Maybe we'll find some pretty quartz in there. So how's everyone doing today? How's everyone today? What's your favorite part and least favorite part of your day so far? Let's see, that one seemed pretty solid. It's okay, probably got some calcite in it. It's got a little bit of pocket with some druzy in it. Cassandra, how you doing tonight? Let's see, Mary, how you doing? Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Sutures, yes, that's what I was looking for. That's the word. Bathing my cat. Least favorite, bathing my cat. Favorite is the stream. Oh, thank you, Gabby. Well, I definitely, the stream is always my favorite part of the day. But I also had a few Pokemon cards come in the mail today. So I was happy for that. And least favorite for me, I'm going to be sappy, guys. Least favorite for me is when my wife had to leave for work. Because she works overnights. So I always hate when she's got to go. This one's another ammonite here, but this one's pretty light. This one's a little harder to tell, but you can see this part here that comes up. You can see that shape. So this is the base of it that spun around. That's how it sits. So this corner, like this side, should reflect over here, so you can kind of see it, but it kind of broke away. So this one's going to be interesting to crack open. Least favorite, doing neonate homework. Best favorite, no work tomorrow. Awesome you have no work tomorrow, but yeah, homework is no fun. All right, so this one, guys, I'm going to try and crack right down the middle. So again, we can try and see if there's any remnants of chambers or anything inside. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. This one is pretty light for the size. I just hope that it doesn't, like, break to bits. My hammer. Hold on, stand by. There it is. Right in this way. All right. I think this one's gonna be a good one. Anyways. All right, guys. Here we are with geode number 1, 2, 3, number 4 of the evening. Another geodized ammonite. This one a little bit more obvious than the last one, so I'm excited. I'm hoping it doesn't just break into a bunch of pieces. Shoot. One half broke like I thought. Really dirty. That bums me out that it broke that way, but all right. So that's what we started with. This is what I showed you guys. There we go. More remnants of chambers. Some more really pretty chalcedony in there. Almost agate looking. This one's really dirty. Really interesting though. Hold on, let's see. What? Flying kittens? There's a kitten in bed with me who landed on my arm, attached me with his claws. Ooh. I love my husband. Ouch! I'll be throwing that kitten right back. But yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm curious why. Look at the way it fractured in here. It's a little hard to see because of the shadow. But it's almost like the corner of a cube. See right in there? Interesting. Oh, I'm gonna check it out with the UV light really quick. Oh, it's too bright. Definitely seems calcite. Ooh, yeah. That one will be pretty to look at the end. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, this one's... Oh! I can't wait to show you guys this one after. I think it's got some remnants of the shell on it, too. Woo! So exciting. This is why I love doing the live streams. Because you never know what to expect. Here's another funky looking one. Probably ammonite. But this one's a little more messed up. But it's also light, and it's got a similar texture to where the geodes that I find the really pretty quartz in. So since this one's already pretty messed up, we're gonna crack her open. This one seems like it'll be a better chance of not breaking apart like the last one, like I had a feeling. Where is that? Alright. This one's a little funky though. So let's grab it this way. And as much as I enjoy doing this stream and having it go for a long time and things like that, one thing I'm going to be trying to improve is how long these streams end up being. I'm pretty good at keeping them close to consistent times with each other, but they're still pretty long. But I also enjoy chit-chatting and things like that. Alright, I think we're going to go one more. All right, we got it. Oh, you guys talk about cats. Of course. It's Gabby telling you guys about her new cat. I liked the cat that we had, but it was so crazy with Paisley and the baby and a cat, because we had 4 at one point, the mom, the dad, and 2 babies, but that was too much, so we kept the boy because I was Paisley's best friend, and he was just not happy, so we found him some friends. But they were definitely easier than dogs, but I like dogs more. I'm a dog person. This one's really, it's light, but it's, I don't know, it's funky. That won't polish or anything. Maybe this is when I'll dip in some acid and see what happens, but it's like super crumbly. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. This is definitely the strangest one. It wasn't me. Uh-huh. I'm sure there was something you said to excite the cat talk. All right. Starting to run low on geodes again, guys. Might have to hit up my friends down south and see if they can go do some collecting for me. Alright, we're gonna do this next big guy. Oh wait, no we're not. No, this one's a brachiopod. And I didn't realize. But you can see right in here. So this is one of the fossils that turned geode and blew up. But right in here you can see those striations there are the remnants of the shell. They gotta go up into here. So this one I'm not gonna crack open, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is the base of it here. That's the bottom. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell now this way. I was looking at it this way and didn't realize. Alright, sorry. On to the next one. This one is a weird one. Bivalve, I think, of some sort. Probably going to be hollow, but I'm curious. If anything, I'm hoping if it is pretty solid, I'll get a nice split and be something interesting to try and polish. Because I really don't feel like busting out my saw just yet. It's a little too, still a little too cold for that. So this one, yeah, like I said, I'm going to crack right down there. And we'll see how it does. Ow. Stupid little rocks. Can't tell you how many times I do that. But that one was pointy. I need to add knee pads to the list of equipment for doing this, I guess. How's that? That looks good. These darn sunglasses since I forgot my safety glasses. Was anybody able to tune into the polishing show that I did the other night? I know it was Friday night, so folks were probably busy, and it was a little bit later than normal because I wanted to make sure I had everything set up inside. But I'm curious what everybody thought. Oh yeah, this one's pretty solid. That's all right. Like I said, hopefully it'll give us a nice split and be something we can polish up later this week. Oh man. So goofy looking with the sunglasses on. All right. Oh, hello. That's pretty pretty. Some nice sparkly quartz in there. Little cavities, but not what I was expecting. I don't know if I'll be able to polish that one though. We'll still try. We'll see what happens. Why not? Oh yeah, the big stuffed animal on the big old bear chilling on the couch. All right, guys, 5 geodes left. They're all little ones, but they're all pretty light, so we got high hopes for them. This one here is interesting because it looks like 2 stuck together. And you can see this white in here is like remnants of fossil. Oh, showing all that love. I appreciate it. Welcome to the show, Sarah. All right. All right, after this one, guys, we've got 4 left. Like I said, I'm trying to improve the flow of the show to make it a little bit faster and more enjoyable. You know, I know the folks that watch will enjoy either way, if it's a longer or shorter stream when it's live, but I think for the folks watching after the fact, I know I'm more prone to go and watch a video that's, say, maybe, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, but I've got some streams that are like 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we're working on it, guys. Plus, there's 2 streams every week now, so like I said, if you didn't catch last week's polishing show, this week's show is going to be on Thursday instead of Friday, since everybody's always busy on Fridays. Oh, all that love, man. It's still going. I'm so glad that you are here. Ah. Sunglasses. All right, on with the show, guys. I'm hoping that these last ones are going to be some really nice ones. As we've seen before, the small ones can be the pretty ones. And for those just tuning in, once again, my name is Tyler, so thanks for tuning in. For those watching on YouTube later on, this channel is called Geode Collector, also known as GCC. I collect geodes out in southern Indiana. That's what you see me cracking open here. I've only got 1 collecting video out right now, but springtime, once it gets a little bit nicer, I'll be down there again. That was a pretty nice split though, so although it's a smaller cavity, we'll see what it looks like under the UV, and this might be one that's a candidate for yeah, Paisley's is so far my favorite too, I think. This has got a little bit of nice quartz in there, but this is a good candidate to polish up. We'll see how it looks. We'll check it out at the end with the UV light. I'm gonna peek a little bit ahead of time. And for those that watched my stream a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I cracked open a geode, and on the outside it had some stuff on it that looked a lot like a euperlite. It looked like fluorescent sodalite. And I've determined that it is not the case. That is not a mineral. You can kind of see there's some orange paint underneath my pipe cutter. and it's the paint that glows like that, which makes me a little bit nervous because modern paint doesn't glow that way, and this thing's pretty old, so I'm going to have to do some research and make sure it's not like lead paint and it's not going to hurt me. But yeah, that's what's caused that orange glow. It looks a lot like soda light. And if I was a mean person or bad person, I could throw it up online and sell it for $1 million. But I was really doing my research and reached out to a friend I have up north that collects, and we came to that determination. Plus now, like I just even noticed too, what reminded me of it is I cracked another geode over there that looks like it's got some on it as well. So it's just paint coming off from this thing, so maybe I'll have to blast it and clean it up real well, sand it down, and I might have to throw some more paint on it so it stops happening, because it gets me excited for something that I know it's not. So this geode here, one thing about the geodes that I go out and collect, well, for one, this looks like, yeah, this is a crinoid calyx. So you can kind of see there, that's where the crinoid stem went, and you can kind of see, let me try and find it, 5 points of symmetry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what this piece here is. But with this kind of jagged looking exterior, there's always a good chance of it being a sparkler. That's the the term used by Indiana collectors. They just have a more, hasn't been proven, but they've noticed an increased chance of finding like really pretty sparkly quartz in it. I, on the other hand, for this one in particular, I think you might end up having a solid one, but I don't know. We'll see. This was Paisley's contender for the night, so I just threw that one in the mix in case the other one wasn't as nice. I could still show her this one and she would recognize it. So hopefully with this one being a crinoid calyx, maybe we'll see some remnants of those 5 chambers inside. Who knows? I've got some geodes. I've never cracked open one of my geodized calyxes because they're not quite like the geodized horn furrows in the sense that they feel like, and I can tell that there's going to be something inside. There's a little bit of a different exterior on those ones, and they definitely feel solid. This one, on the other hand, is a little bit different, so I'm excited for this one. I'm hoping not to try and knock myself down because I can't see with these sunglasses on. But here we go. Alright, looks like we have a little bit of a cavity. Oh, very nice. This one actually is pretty. Looks like we might have a little bit of goethite in there too. So like I said, this exterior gives you a chance for some sparkly quartz inside. And I've actually got my loop right here. No, not goethite, but still a pretty one. Both of the ones Paisley picked for the show today were good ones. I like it. I'm glad we actually got one sparkly one. The rest of them have been kind of random. I mean, we had the really pretty Batrioidal. So here we are, guys. I'm going to show you these ones up close because there's 3 and they're little smaller ones. This one I'm excited for. It's pretty light, and this one is definitely a brachiopod or something because you can see some sort of shell remnants right there. We normally see this with brachiopods. Oh yeah, definitely a brachiopod, but like I said, this one's pretty light. They're not normally light. So I'm going to try, and I'm going to take my time with this one. I'm going to try and get a nice, longer angle on it. Here's another little ammonite, but another one that's light. You can see there's the shape. Oh, without the shadow on the side. But you can see where it kind of comes down on this side, comes down on this side, and swirls up in the middle. And then we've got this weird mushroom-shaped one. Well, this one is also pretty light. Oh, look at all that love. I appreciate it, guys. Much sparkle. Such wow. All right. Anybody been watching these crazy stock markets lately? Or they're watching the cryptosphere, the universe of cryptocurrency? Things are getting kind of crazy right now, guys. I mean, I'm sure everybody heard about all that hubbub going on with like GameStop and stuff like that, and how it was all orchestrated and this and that. Some people laughed at it, but you know what happened? On Friday, this past Friday, there were 13,000 new millionaires. Isn't that crazy? Just because a group of guys decided, hey, let's not let these rich guys get their money, and let's not sell. And look what happened. I think it's pretty cool. It's a random thing to talk about, but there's not much in the news lately aside from all the snow that we just got, and I already talked about that. And then there's COVID, and I don't want to talk about that, so. All that love still going on. Isn't your finger tired? Alright, we're going to crack open this mushroom-looking guy first, guys. This is pretty cool. I like it. I like the little ones, guys. So look, we got a little pocket in there of some really pretty sparkly quartz. Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting any more right now. It's all kind of screwy. Look at this. Botryoidal chalcedony in that little itty bitty pocket. Right there. And then look at that sparkly quartz right there. I love it when it's two drastic differences. Like that. Oh, look at it. You can see even right there. A little bitty bot. Very interesting. And I think we got some calcite in this. The little stem of it here. But yeah, super cool. Definitely looks like a UFO. Alright, guys. We've got 2 geodes left to go, and these ones I'm going to take a little bit longer getting them set up just because I want to really try to get a nice end result for them. So, my apologies in advance. But yeah, Dogecoin is making some moves. I'm not one to say that Dogecoin's about to make it to $1 in a week and everybody's going to be rich and blah, 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 blah. But I think long term, Doge has got some potential. That is for sure. This isn't me trying to sell anything, guys, so don't report my stream to the admins. It's just me trying to create some chit chat. Alright, I think we got it. But it's a little touchy, so I'm going to leave it right here to crack. I normally back it up a little bit so you guys can see. I'm going to try right here. Yeah, I don't want to lose it. Alright, we didn't lose it. Very interesting one. some milky quartz down below and some clear quartz with some really pretty hematite staining on it. I would call that more hematite than iron, because iron would just be all over the place. Hey, Carrie, how you doing from Oklahoma? What kind of rock collecting can you do over there? I want to say petrified wood, from what I recall. All right. One geode left, guys. A little ammonite. Oh, and it's a rattler. Might not be an ammonite, but I like this exterior. I like it. I think it's gonna have some goethite in there, so I'm gonna stop shaking it up. Oh, high hopes for this one. Let me see. Hello from warm southern Arizona. You know what? It's not warm here. Texas. Michigan. Sometimes you can in West Texas. Ooh. West Texas. Donnie, are you watching, man? West Texas, bro. Alright, I hope I didn't just mess this one up. It's a rattler though, so I'm hoping it doesn't take too much. Oh, is that it? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it is not the sparkly, you know what, sit on this little heater right here. Nice. Now I got a little seat, it's perfect height, and my butt's toasty. So this one cracked really nicely, guys. Fits back together, but, ooh, it's a little nasty inside. Came in late from New Jersey. Not a problem, Michelle. Not a problem at all. I use a soil pipe cutter. Mine is made by Wheeler Rex. The chain soil pipe cutter is what it's called. There's a couple different varieties. And, yeah, this one's going to be interesting to get cleaned up. I'm going to check it out to make sure there's not anything iron related in there. It looks like there might be some secondaries of hematite, because that's definitely a lot of iron right there. But very interesting. Yeah, it looks like a walnut, right? Look at that. Oh, whoa. It looks like an X. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. That's for sure. That was the last geode, guys. But I think I'm going to crack one more. Because I don't want to... Right? Looks like a rotten walnut. I don't want to end on a rotten walnut. So, I'll get to the box of goodies here. See what we can find. See what we can find. I'm not going to crack this one, but I'm going to show you guys. Oh, it rattles. I'm going to crack it. Hopefully it's a pretty quartz one, but I don't even know what it is. Look at it. It looks... This might be one of those funky ammonoids. Like, because that's the spiral down there, but then it kind of opens up pretty high up here. I don't know, but listen. Yeah, it's a pretty long one. Ooh, but that makes me excited because it's a rattler. Right, it looks like a potato, but look at, you can see the little bits of sparkles in those cavities there. It looks like a potato. Yeah, we're gonna crack open the potato, guys. All right, hold on. Oh, okay. It definitely does. It's a 4-leaf clover, guys. I like it. That looks like a 4-leaf clover more than a cross. All right. Let's crack open the potato. I don't know. I'm excited. How did I not see this one before? It was hiding. Oh, wait, no. I don't need those on yet. What am I doing? Now, yeah. There we go. Oh my goodness. I love when it just works out perfectly. Like setting the chain around it. If anybody's used this before for geodes, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's some that it's just like, oh man, that didn't sit right on there. I really hope this thing holds. And then there's some that it just fits in so perfectly, like, man, this geode was put here to be put under this little pipe cutter right here. I was meant to find this geode because of how perfectly and nicely it fits in here. Now watch me not be able to fit it in like it was before. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop it. One more. Anybody ever had an experience like that? Or feeling like that out collecting rocks and you just find like the perfect one or just exactly what you were looking for but you had no hopes of finding it? Anybody ever had those moments? Or you just come across something like, man, this was put here for me. There we go, we got it back, guys. This is the bonus geode, the potato. That I'm hoping it's gonna just blow all of our minds and just be full of really pretty sparkly quartz because it's a rattler. Safety glasses, of course. Alright guys, here we go. This one is finally, this is gonna be the last one, okay? No, that's alright, that's alright. Son of a gun. I'm gonna have to drop out a link. Ooh, that's okay. It'll be worth it, guys. Hold on, bear with me. That one kind of made a little bit of a groove into it, so now I got a perfect spot to set it. Ah, I know the suspense. Like my heart starts pumping, especially like when it's about to crack and then this happens and it's hard to calm my hands down because I just want to get it open. Then I end up getting frustrated. Come on. I'm here talking about how it's meant to be. There it is. Ow, poked myself in the eye. Ouch. Alright, this potato better be worth it. Otherwise I'm going to be mad because I just poked myself in the eye for nothing. Here we are, guys. Hopefully this is it. What in the world is going on with this thing? Come on! Are you kidding me? Alright, we're gonna have to just go this way. There's too many little cavities being a pain in the butt, but that's alright. Sorry about this, guys. I like to try and avoid taking forever to get a geode wrapped up, but sometimes they just don't work with me. No matter how bad I want them to, and how much I try. I just end up being a little pain in the butt. Got these darn sunglasses. What the heck? Okay. I don't. It's so dirty, I don't know what it is. Okay, so, as I suspected, it's a little dirty, but got really sparkly quartz. Okay, kind of broken a couple pieces. So that will definitely get an iron out bath. Same thing here. I am confused because look at this burnt chicken nugget looking thing sticking out. Look at the sheen on it. I think it's a big old chunk of calcite. That's why I looked confused. Because that's crazy. It all stayed together. That is why it wouldn't crack for me the other way. But like literally, like this would not be intact. This would not be intact if it weren't for the fact that this top part just broke open like that. But yeah, I know everybody's laughing, but yeah, look at this big burnt chicken nugget looking thing. But look at the sheen on it. It's calcite. Turd stuffed potato. Well, you ever cut into? Nobody's ever cut into a potato that was rotten in the middle. Like, I don't even. How do I clean it? It's so crazy. But look at it. Yeah, that's definitely petrified. Oh man, I'm gonna have to record this part so that everybody could see these comments when I repost this on YouTube. But yeah, that's literally like it shakes a little bit, but the whole thing stayed together. All right, guys, let's get this thing turned around here, and I got my UV light. Chocolate croissant after 3 years in a sneaker. I like that one. That was my favorite. Matt, this is my video, okay? I want people to talk about food right now, okay? Matt, don't be hopping on these comments making people get out of here. All right? Watch the video. It's a burnt chicken nugget inside my geode, all right? Leave him alone. Food comment police. They'll be cracking down, but this is part of my content, all right? So if anything happens, everybody gets kicked or banned or shut up from the group for them seeing your comment about what that geode looks like, let me know and I'll have a chat with them. Get these lights turned off. Ooh, spooky. Sorry, guys. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before we go that far, let me keep these on to turn them around and show you guys first. Yeah, I think that was my favorite of the night. Let me flip around my little flash over here. Oh, my batteries are dying. That's okay. All right, guys, I'm flipping you around. Sorry about that. My apologies. But I like to check things out with the UV light. All right, so first off, let's look at this crazy chunky thing. I think that's some quartzite in there. I don't know, it's a weird one for sure. This is the one here that you can see. This is what I was thinking. These kind of look like suture, like similar to the shapes of suture marks. I know it would be different because it's inside. Hey, Tim, my man. How you doing, my friend? I'm so glad you made it. We're doing the recap, so you're just catching in the beginning. But look at this. This is, I think that's chalcedony in there. I don't know. We'll see if it glows. But look at that. It looks like agate right there around it. Yeah, I've come across a couple like that. This one would be cool too because it's got some crud in there. Looking like some botryoidal. Looks like some chalcedony over some cubic quartz in here like we normally see. And then we got the botryoidal over here. So glad you were able to make it, man. I'm so glad. All right, moving on. Let's check this guy out here. Get some little cavities with some pretty quartz in it. Yeah, I don't know. I think, Cassandra, I think that first one is quartzite. That's what I think. Look at that pretty quartz in there. Not a huge cavity, but this is definitely one that can get polished up. And one that I can probably do that pretty easily now. This one I'm not too sure. There's a lot of space in there for those crystals. Maybe we'll try and polish it. Here's the other half of it. My apologies if the heaters are too loud, guys, but I'm sitting on the floor and it's cold and it's right next to me, so. Oh, here's another one. This one I really enjoyed. This is the one that had the cavity of the botryoidal right next to the quartz. So here, you can actually see that transition happening. You can see the clarity of the quartz on the far side and how it just starts to get a little bit opaque. And then that chalcedony just takes over. But again, you see that cubic quartz there underneath that chalcedony. Like I always find, always see, and any quartz that I find that's got chalcedony over it, it's always cubic quartz. I don't find quartz like this. Like here, this is the different quartz that I'm talking about. This traditional quartz, the 5-point tips. When I find it with the chalcedony on it, I don't find it like that. Even here, this quartz, very different than the quartz we see in the other half. Even to the quartz that's right here in the same geode, just different cavities, different growth habits. So that's why I've got my theory that there's something about the conditions of chalcedony to form and the composition of the water that seeps in that's similar to the composition of this variation of quartz, because as we know, quartz and chalcedony are both silicas. There are both microcrystalline variations of silica. So that's my theory, my hypothesis, is there's something to do with the concentration of the mineral water that seeps into this cavity hundreds of millions of years ago that has enough of a difference between this here and this, that this different quartz grew with this different mineral, this different variation of silica opposed to this. That's my theory, and I always find the real nice clarity in this traditional 5 points of the quartz. Yeah, absolutely. Send me some photos. There's definitely agate geodes out there. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, here's another little one we cracked open tonight, guys. This one, even looking at on camera, can't tell if that's just dirt in there. It might have some little secondaries, but look at, we can see up here. This I would consider hematite staining. That might even be some little bits of hematite there. But that orangish red you can see there on just some of the quartz, you know, that's very different than the traditional or typical iron staining like that. You know, that's everywhere. If there's iron there, it's getting everywhere. I consider it more hematite than iron when it's more singled out in an area like this. And I'm definitely going to check it out in the loop, because I don't know if that's just dirt from it being opened or what. But it's interesting. And then here we are with the other half of that one there. Very similar. Again, you can see the highly concentrated areas of that iron staining. So that's why I'm gonna consider that more hematite than just iron discoloration. And then here we can see some nice milky quartz, I would say. Either that, or it's like I've talked about before, there's a theory going out now that in these geodes we find out in Indiana, there's a lot of the really pretty clear quartz we'll find like that will have some white on the inside. And my thought used to be that it was like a first generation milky quartz, and then a second generation of clear quartz grew over top, but it's actually gypsum. It's gypsum seed crystals inside of the quartz. Oh yeah, so this is the other half. One we've already checked out. Here we go. We'll check out the 4-leaf clover one here. Set it down on my lap. Sorry, I had to reposition my leg. One side was getting too cold. Casey and Chelsea, welcome to the show, guys. We're just doing the recap here. It's some really dirty whatever this is. Probably some quartz, maybe some botryoidal. Really pretty red in there, though. So I don't know, I might just try to scrub this a bit, or just give it a soak in some soap and water, because I'm worried that if we dip it in some iron out, we might lose that red color there, which I'm curious to see what's underneath that. So this one is going to take some thinking and maybe a little bit of elbow grease, but there's a lot of that really pretty red. I don't know, maybe this will be some really small botryoidal growth. You know what, we've got 2 halves. I think we'll dip 1 1/2 in some iron out, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, really, really interesting, that one. All right, move on to the next. Ooh, hold on, I gotta zoom out some. This one was mostly solid. This one will be pretty interesting to try and polish. Wasn't too terrible of a split. Like I said, mostly solid. A little itty-bitty cavity in there with some quartz. Nothing too exciting with that one. But we'll go on to this guy here. This one is pretty. I like when iron staining does just a little bit of work to it. Really pretty quartz. This side is definitely prettier. A little bit more sparkly. A little more orange from that iron that got in there. Really cool. And we'll save the burnt chicken nugget for the end. Let's move on to the paisley pick. Here we go. Oh yeah, much better. Look at that red in there. Pretty, pretty. You can even see, as we know, botryoidal In this sense, the botryoidal I encounter is botryoidal chalcedony, because that is not a specific growth to chalcedony, but it's just one that is common for where I go and collect. You can actually see banding inside of there. So now there are some folks that would not consider this agate because it's the cross-section of botryoidal chalcedony, blah, 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 blah. I call that agate. That's agate to me. Oh, hold on. Where'd the flash go? But yeah, this was the Paisley's pick, guys. Really pretty one. I'm so excited to show her that one in the morning. Here's the other half of it. Really pretty. All right, now I'm going to try and do this. Get this set up so I can use both hands to show you guys. I should do this from now on. This is something else I'm going to try. But look, this is the side that I was excited to show you guys. Now it broke in half. But if you look right in here, that looks like the impression of an ammonite. At least to me. Oh goodness, my nails are so dirty after every time I do this. But look at it, you can see where this would be the dimple right where it started. It just looks like a cast to me. I don't know. I'm sure it just has to do with how it's split. But yeah, this has got some really pretty quartz in here. Yep, so there's the half that broke. And here's the other half. But I really love this up here. Let's see if I can't zoom in here a little bit. Just so pretty. It definitely looks like it's got some chalcedony inside there. And then that just iron staining from the red. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And then we will move on to the final geode of the night, the burnt chicken nugget. I'm going to show you guys the little pieces from the outside of it first. So you can see, like I said, really, really pretty quartz. You can even see a little bit of calcite left there, I think. So really pretty, really dirty. Definitely needs to get cleaned up a bit. Katie, welcome to the stream. You're catching us right at the end. We are just finishing up on the last geode here, the recap. Oh, look at that. So again, like I said, guys, so we can see here some calcite. Oh, and it's going to be hard to tell with this. It's a little dirty. But this is just your traditional quartz here. Your traditional growth. You can see one double terminated point there sitting in it. And then this is just right on the other side of it. You can see this is coated with chalcedony. And right in there you can see that cubic growth. That cubic quartz. So all of this is just coated in chalcedony. So I'm curious what color that would be once it's cleaned up a little bit. Now, this side is what was giving us a hard time at first. So we got a little bit of cavities in here that are pretty sparkly. So I was hoping I'd get some really pretty quartz. But then, there we go. We got the burnt chicken nugget. Big old chunk of calcite that grew inside of there. That if I would have tried to continue to crack it the way I was trying to before, it probably would have just crumbled. But it is completely intact. It moves a little bit. But yes, I call it the burnt chicken nugget because I've burned chicken nuggets before and it looked exactly like that. Bleach and water? No, that's not bad. I mean, it'd be bad for your skin, but I would honestly If it's quartz in particular, ooh, look at the sheen in that. Yeah, that's definitely some calcite. Quartz in particular, you can use Iron Out. It's a powdered cleaning product that you can get at any hardware store, pretty much any hardware store, most of your major grocery stores or supermarkets. Sorry guys, I was getting the overhead lights turned off here so that we can check this out with the UV. But yeah, sorry, as you were asking, Sarah, I haven't personally used bleach and water to clean rocks just because I find it easier to, sorry guys. This ground is too cold. I gotta move this little heater over to sit on. My butt's freezing. But I haven't personally used the bleach and water method, so I cannot tell you how that works. I'm sure somebody else will get in the comments here soon and let you know what they think. But gonna get some things moved over. Oh, we got a little cut. Quiet, low battery. I don't care. We're almost done. But yeah, we're just going to get these all lined up here. Oh, my apologies. It's a little dark and I just realized I was talking right into the microphone there. We're going to get these guys laid up and turn this light off and this light. And we're going to hit them with some UV light and see what we've got. Not a whole lot going on. All right. We've got some calcite over here, but yeah, see, there we are, guys. That's what I was talking about. Those orange flecks, that's from the saw. Or, sorry, not the saw, the pipe cutter. Yeah, Iron Out works. 1 gallon of hot water, as hot as you can get it from the tap, is what you need. And then with that, you're gonna mix that into, in that you'll mix 1/4 cup. All right, so here we go. This is the chicken nugget. Oh, I don't know. This might be calcite that's decaying because it's not glowing. I don't know, and my calcite normally glows. It's interesting. I'll definitely post a follow-up about that in the group. But yes, sorry. Before I got sidetracked. Lots of calcite in the rinds. 1/4 cup of Iron Out in 1 gallon of hot water. You want to do it outdoors because the fumes are not good for you. You do not want to breathe that in. Also, with that, if you can, keep it on a heat source. Like what I'll do is I'll mix up my batch of the Iron Out solution. I'll put it in a big pot and I'll put that on the burner of my grill outside. If you can keep it on low heat, Iron Out is active while it's warm or when it's hot. So it does its most cleaning work when it's hot. So if you just fill up a bucket of hot water, you'll get that vigorous cleaning for the first 20-30 minutes, and then after that it's going to die down. So with that method, you can leave it in for 24 hours and see how it does. Or if you can keep it on some heat, I've tested it out. I left 1/2 of a geode in water for in the solution for 24 hours, and I did one with the constant heat for 45 minutes. And the one with the constant heat for 45 minutes came out cleaner than the one that sat for a whole day. So I don't know the technical terminology and things like that behind it. I know what I've tried and what works. So that being said, we have come to the end of the show, guys. I always appreciate everybody tuning in and joining me on these fun things, cracking open geodes and whatnot. I really enjoy it. It's come a long way. I mean, I'm up on YouTube now and getting things going there. I've been sponsored by High Tech Diamond. So I've got some really, really awesome things in store for the channel. So if you guys haven't checked out my YouTube channel, go check that out. I appreciate it if anybody would subscribe. But that's your own discretion. If you like what I do what you please. But I can't live stream over on YouTube the way I do now with my phone until I reach 1,000 subscribers over there. So that's my goal, to get to 1,000 subs so I can do this here and over there. Just because I know here is a particular group that I stream to, but I know YouTube, there's a big community out there, and that's what I'm all about. I wanna share the things that I do and the things I find with everybody. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, on Thursday I'll be doing my stream polishing with the new equipment that I've got, and then Mondays will be my streams for Cracking Open. My YouTube channel is called Geode Cracker and Collector. I've got about, I think 10 videos, almost 10 videos up, maybe a little over 10. I'm uploading more as I go. I'm getting all my previous streams out, and then I'll be having new collecting videos going up there come springtime once it's a little bit warmer. But yeah, Geode Cracker and Collector, or GCC. Either of those ways you can find me. I'm going to post a link after this, or if somebody who knows the YouTube already, if you wouldn't mind sharing the link. After the stream is done here in a minute, I'll go over to YouTube really quick and I'll get the link to that, and I'll post it in the comments here so you guys can see that and check it out. But yeah, other than that, like I said, I'm always so appreciative of everybody that tunes in. I love doing this. I love sharing with everybody, and I love that everybody else enjoys it too. You know, even if you don't enjoy it, then, you know, it's your own discretion to click on the video. If it's something you don't like, keep scrolling. That's. Ooh, watch it on the big screen. Great show. I appreciate that, Tim. I got a couple people that tune in regularly that throw me up on the big screen. And I actually, now that I'm up on YouTube and I share my videos there, I have a way for me to see me on the big screen. And oh my goodness, I'll have to make a video and share to the group. My son is 10 months old, and I put on my collecting video that I made the other day, and we watched it on the big screen, and he just loved it. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. He absolutely loved it. He was going crazy. Like, he was looking at me sitting on the couch and looking at the TV because I was on the TV, and he was just back and forth like, Dad, whoa, hey, wait a second. How are you here and there? It was so great. I'll have to do it again and try and get it on video to share you guys. But, yeah, as always, keep on cracking, guys. I'll always be here. I'll always have geodes to crack open. The shows may get to a point where I'll only have a couple geodes or a few geodes, but I will always have, every week, at least a half dozen geodes to crack for you guys and share with everybody. And like I said, Thursdays now, you'll be getting that polishing content as well. I'm cold. My phone's dying. I'm going to call it quits here, guys. But as always, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Check out my YouTube channel, guys, and if you're watching this on YouTube and you liked what you just saw, this was live streamed on Facebook. The link is in my description to get to that group. It's an awesome, awesome group of people. We've got about, oh man, coming up on 62,000 members right now, just people that love rocks. So YouTube channel, YouTube fam, if you guys are watching this and not part of that group, check out the description of my channel and my About Me page, and you can follow that link to join that awesome, awesome group. That's the folks that I'm talking to right now, and that's the group that I stream in every week, twice a week. So if you guys really want to be a part of that and not just catch it on YouTube, head on over to that Facebook channel. And for my Facebook family watching right now, I really appreciate you guys. As always, keep on cracking, folks. I will see you all in the comments, and I'll see you everybody later this week. Have a great night.